Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about the macroeconomic objectives. So, what is the definition of a macroeconomic objective? So, a macroeconomic objective is something used to measure an economy, and they're used by economists to judge how well an economy is doing. Okay, so what are the macroeconomic objectives and what meets their criteria for a good economy? So there are five macroeconomic objectives, and those are growth, unemployment, inflation, trade, and distribution of income. Okay, so for the growth criteria, we're looking for strong growth, sustained growth, and sustainable growth. So you want incomes and living standards to be rising and improving, but you want them to be doing that at a sustained level. So you don't want up and down, up and down. No, you want it like just pretty constant. And also, you want your growth to be able to continue so it can't be causing severe damage. Okay, now let's talk about the unemployment criteria. So this one's pretty simple. You want, pretty low unemployment, high employment, and you want to be around your natural rate of unemployment. Okay, and then for inflation, so you want your rate of inflation to be low and stable. And as an example, most countries try to aim for an inflation rate of around 2% with like 1% fluctuation either end. And so you just kind of want to generally avoid higher rates of inflation. All right, and now for trade. So you generally want your value of imports to be around your value of exports, and you want to avoid trade deficits where the value of imports is greater than the value of exports, and you want to avoid trade surpluses where the value of exports is greater than the value of imports. Okay, so for the distribution of income, there isn't actually a rule for how income should be distributed, but the general consensus is for distribution to be, like fair. Okay, and now that we've covered the core objectives, what are the non-core macroeconomic objectives that governments focus on? All right, so the non-core macroeconomic objectives are that the government has secure finances, the economy works with environmental sustainability, and the productivity growth is good. So output per worker per hour is continuously rising. Okay, thank you for watching. If this video was helpful, please make sure you like and subscribe, and see you next time.